From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the L.A. Chargers. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Now Herbert following the turnover. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That It's Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
A good throw there, and this is a quarterback who's still just getting his feet wet, obviously. And by most accounts, last week played okay in the victory. But I want to know, Charles, what was your impression of his play last week?
Brandon, I think a lot of teams will be happy with okay, and early on, it's less about how many touchdowns did he throw, but did he not throw intercept?
Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Shoves him aside. And all the way home for the Broncos score. DeAndre Swift. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Broncos are back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's deep.
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
To try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
On second down, and he loses the football a second time. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. Remember, earlier in this game, he lost a fumble. This time, it hit the deck, but he got it back.
Yeah, do you think he's breathing a monster sigh of relief right now? Could you imagine losing 2 in the same game and how that would affect you moving forward? Well, for him, high and tight, just like a good haircut. Never go wrong that way. Hold that football.
This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on first down. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's Manhurts, the tight end. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you definitely got to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Williams will take it in. Touchdown, Denver. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. An option handoff to Spiller. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 39. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Second and 10.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Herbert back to the air. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
From the gun, here's Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Second down and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Play action. It's Herbert. This is caught by Williams. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Here's Herbert. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isabella now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very... Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got it to Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the gun, he'll hand this off. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. They keep it on the ground with Spiller. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 7. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And now it looked like movement up front. If that's the case, that might end any thought of a field goal. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run here with Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. He's done his part sailing past the century mark on the ground with rushing yardage, but his team, a different story.
Yeah, they're down big in this ball game, so sometimes you wonder to yourself how much of that is him with a great performance and how much of that is the defense just loosening up because they have a big lead.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Got his man, it's Dulcich.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Mims in motion left.
On 2nd down, Williams. Now a loose football. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it.
Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Isabella now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. They'll try and run. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's taken in by Dulcich. It'll be a gain of 9, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 1. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And he's got it.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Second and 2. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I think here the score dictates you pretty much got to go for it.
But when you look at the scoreboard and you realize that 3 doesn't do you a whole lot of good in this situation, you're exactly right. Dial up one of your better plays and get after it. Forget the field goal kicker. He doesn't matter.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A big pickup of 38. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
3rd down and 13.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This will be taken at the 10. It's a nifty return of 29 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Deion Henley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Isabella now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And my goodness, another interception.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all